would you please be seated? Good afternoon. The graduation ceremony for the 1999 senior class at Coppell High School is the beginning of an ending, a conclusion of a process that began 12 years ago and in many cases 13 years ago. We ask your help in conducting this ceremony in an atmosphere of dignity and respect. This will enable the graduates, their parents, and the school to remember this ceremony with pride. We ask that you please refrain from using loud noisemakers of any kind so that everyone can hear when their graduate's name is called. Any person causing a disturbance will be removed from the Coliseum. We have many special guests with us today, and I would like to recognize a few of them at this time. Seated on the stage with me is the Coppell Independent School District Board of Trustees. If they will stand when I call their name. Board President, Ms. Nina Reeve. Vice President, Mr. Robert Key. Trustee, Ms. Kathy Gautier. Trustee, Ms. Beverly Hudson. Assistant Secretary, Ms. Diane Miller. Trustee, Dr. Mike Arthur. Trustee, Mr. Bruce Jensen. And our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. W.O. Eccles. The faculty and staff are honored to have had the opportunity to be a part of your school year. Many of them are here today to help you celebrate this occasion. If the faculty and staff of Coppell High School will stand at this time. Thank you. The success of our graduates is one that has been nurtured and developed over the years. Many special memories were made during your elementary and middle school careers, memories that have a special place in your heart. Helping us celebrate your graduation are the principals from some of the other schools in the district, as well as CISD administrative staff. These people are sitting to the left in the boxes on the right, on my left. If they will stand when I call their name. Mrs. Joy Smart, Principal, Pinkerton Elementary. Sharon Isabel, Principal, Denton Creek Elementary. Mrs. Karen Brownlee, Principal, Lee Elementary. Dr. Julie Combs, Principal, Wilson Elementary. I'd like to make note that Wilson Elementary was just recognized as a National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence. I'd like to give you a round of applause. Mr. Vern Eden, Coppell Middle School West. Bonita White, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum Instruction. Mr. Ralph Seeley, Assistant Superintendent for Business and Operations. One last group that I would like to recognize today, and this group is a very important part of the success that you've had as graduates. Today, I'd like to recognize our parents. They've been a very integral part in the success of our graduates. Their support and encouragement is greatly appreciated. If you're a parent of a graduate, would you please stand at this time? I would like to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of the 1999 senior class at Coppell High School. Would you please stand for the national anthem?
rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Please remain standing. Good exercise. Let us bow our heads. Dear Lord, thank you for allowing all of us to be here today, especially the class of 1999. It is through you that we are able to be here, and it is through you and only you that we will be able to take on the world. You have given us the wisdom, courage, and determination to have made it this far, and we thank you for that. Lord, we also thank you for those who have helped us along the way, our parents, teachers, and friends. Bless this ceremony and all those involved. Help the class of 1999 as we venture into greatness, and help us to make Coppell High School proud. Help us to stay friends and protect us in all our future endeavors. In your name, amen.
Now we can sit.
Now you can sit down.
No, we're down.
Parents, I'm not sure, but if you're like me, your heart's beating 90 miles an hour as these graduates came in today. It's truly a wonderful opportunity and truly a situation and experience that we'll never forget. Graduates, today is your day. The day you've anxiously waited for has finally arrived. You've met or exceeded all state and local requirements for graduation from high school and are ready to begin a new phase of your life. I believe that this is an appropriate time for you to examine where you stand in your personal journey toward the fulfillment of the Coppell Independent School District's mission statement. I will read that mission statement at this time. The mission of the Coppell Independent School District is to maximize the potential of all students and to prepare them to function successfully as members of a diverse and rapidly changing society. Our emphasis is on positive self-esteem, high expectations, and the development of learning as a lifelong process. I know each of you have been challenged and yet supported in your quest to uphold the integrity of this mission statement. I would like for you to ask yourself this question: am I prepared to function successfully as a member of a diverse and rapidly changing society? As you ponder your response, consider the accomplishments of your class. You've brought honor to yourselves and to your school by competing in state and national competition, in academics as well as extracurricular activities. Your school has been recognized as an exemplary school, the highest rating given to any school in the state of Texas by the Texas Education Agency. You've also faced tragedy with compassion and understanding. You've taken personal responsibility for your actions and dealt with both success and failure in an honest manner. You've been flexible in dealing with day-to-day situations while remaining true to your value systems. Regardless of your response to the earlier question, remember that today is just a checkpoint on your life's journey, and that you'll be questioned, tested, and challenged in the future. As your principal, it is my greatest hope and my strongest belief that the mission of Coppell Independent School District will be fulfilled in each of you. On behalf of the faculty and staff at Coppell High School, I wish you the happiness of a productive life, the respect of your fellow human beings, and most importantly, the love of your family. Be wise, be prepared to accept the future. May the future be yours. Congratulations, the best wishes to each of you.
Today, our guest speakers are Henry Kim, Jessica Walker, and Natalie Mayrow. They will be singing Time of Your Life. Please join me in welcoming them.
Testing. This is for y'all.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and all of the trials. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Strolling down the hallways, how fast the years go by. Friends last a lifetime, it's so hard to say goodbye. Moving on from here, will our paths cross again? Looking on these times, we will still remember when. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. We love you.
Thank you, Henry, Natalie, Jessica. Salutatorian for the class of 1999 is Judson Hernandez. He is the son of Michael and Denise Hernandez. Judson has been active in National Honor Society and National French Honor Society. He is recognized as a National Hispanic Merit Scholar, as well as being a member of the Coppell baseball team. He graduates with a GPA of 4.0566. Judson plans to attend the University of Texas with a declared major in pre-med. I present to you the salutatorian of the class of 1999, Judson Hernandez.
Parents, faculty, fellow classmates. I'd just like to express what a tremendous honor it is to be able to speak on behalf of the class of 99 at graduation today. It's been a long ride, but we finally made it. I survived staying up many nights writing English papers and cramming until 4:20 in the morning. And it was tough, but I know I couldn't have done it alone. I'd like to take this time right now to formally thank my family, sitting right up there. I hope they behave so they don't get escorted out of the building. I just want to thank them for helping me through all the rough patches and encouraging me all throughout my years in high school. I want to thank my grandparents for being a model of determination and people I could always look up to when I needed some help. I'd like to thank my brothers, Dylan and Quinn, and my sister Amanda, for always just being there with me, just to talk to and occasionally fight with. I'd like to thank my mom for always being there and understanding. I love you. And last but not least, I want to thank my dad. I want him to know that I appreciate everything he's done for me, for being tough on me all these years, keep me in line, keep me out of trouble. And although you keep telling me how proud you are of me, it's always been me that's looked up to you. I also want to thank all my friends out there for getting me into trouble now and then. Despite the efforts of the outstanding Coppell administration. I think I can speak for all of us out there. When I say we all sleep a little better at night, knowing there's Friday Night Live out there and orange stickers on all our car windows. But thinking back now, I realize that it wasn't the classes or the teachers, with the exception of one challenged English teacher who shall remain nameless, Karen Kraft. She said it would be in the school's best interest if I didn't speak at graduation. I know you're joking, Ms. Kraft, and I want to thank you for pushing me and making me work harder than I wanted to. But it's you guys that made my time here at Coppell memorable. And I met a lot of special people along the way in my 3 years at Coppell. You guys made it such a blast, because Mel and Tara out there, no one knows how to have more fun than you guys. And it was you guys and all my friends that made me feel welcome. It showed me the best times of my life. They never for 1 second doubted me. I met 3 of the closest people in my life right here in Coppell. I want to thank them right now. Chris Soils and Joe Holden, my partners in crime. And my love, the very charming Monica Silva. For all they've done for me. And I'm sure we could have spent a little more time studying and a little less time partying, but where'd be the fun in that? And now that our high school years are formally behind us, only the future lies ahead. I just want to say to all the future graduating classes out there that you need to enjoy these times right here, because they go by so fast, and regret's a tough thing to live with. So wherever you attend college, wherever fate may lead you, whether it's you, Luke, sitting in your double wide waiting for wrestling to come on, or Austin living in the wilderness still hunting snakes, just remember the best is yet to come, and I wish you all the best of luck. Stolen bike, please contact the local Coppell Police Department.
Valedictorian from the 1999 class is June Lee Lim. June Lee Lim is the daughter of Ingwe and Catherine Lim. She is the eldest daughter of 4 children. She has participated in academic decathlon for the past 3 years at CHS, 2 of which she was a competitor who won several medals in both regional and state competitions. Other school affiliations include National Honor Society, UIL Science Club, Student Council, Choir, and Swimming. She has served as Vice President of the Friends Club, Secretary of the International Club, Treasurer of the Teenage Library Association, and volunteers at Irving Hospice Care Center. June Lee's commendations include a 3rd-year awardee of Who's Who on American high school students, 2nd-year awardee of United States Achievement Academy's All-American Scholar, and an awardee of the United States National Leadership and Service Award. She plays split piano and was awarded the Coppell Rotary Club Student of the Month in February. June Lee plans to attend the University of Texas with a declared major in pre-medicine, graduating with a GPA of 4.05847. I present to you the valedictorian of the senior class of 1999.
Before I start my speech, I just want to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Jensen, a former Coppell pre-calculus teacher who is here from Connecticut, to especially send out his favorite seniors of academic decathlon. Mr. Echoes, members of the CISD School Board, school staff, teachers, family and friends, and classmates, where I've made it, I'm honored today to speak as a valedictorian. Time has passed in the twinkling of an eye, and we're all young adults spreading our wings and looking toward our bright futures. The turning point of our life has arrived, and we have to make major decisions and take upon more responsibilities. I'm sure we have at some point of time cracked our heads to complete our tedious college and scholarship applications. We also had to maintain our grades and at the same time suffer from senioritis. We will just have to wait and see what is stored ahead of us. As the class of the millennium, we're fortunate to enjoy the luxuries of this generation bestowed upon us. The class of 1999 also contains a diversity of eclectic personalities, which provides some of us a source of entertainment. Teachers would agree that the students of our class are unique in each way, different from other classes. First, I'm going to briefly introduce myself. I moved here from Singapore during November of my freshman year. I must admit that my experiences here in Coppell High has changed me a lot, and I'm still amazed by the differences of all cultures, especially when I'm from a strict traditional family. Looking back to my freshman year, there is a huge difference between a wide-eyed, deeply foreign accented girl who always tried to be self-effacing, and a rather confident young adult who's speaking today in front of a crowd. Amy Ginsberg confronted me after the end of first try and said, "Junli, we thought you were so weird during our freshman year. You never spoke a word, but you were so smart. Now you're cool." I personally agree with her, and I'm sure many of you who remember me from freshman year do too. Many times we had died under Coach Jones's impossible test, and for band students on that matter, under Mr. Mason's death group. But now, we have to brace ourselves for college life. There, we'll be able to have more fun and pursue the vocation of our interests. I want to take this time to mention the top 11 to 20 members of our class. You have worked equally hard to establish your standing, and I think you deserve some recognition too. These members are Savannah Wallman, Lori Jones, Aaron Acker, Emily Bush, Mari Kobayashi, Travis Hunt, Grace Lee, Pedro Cuencas, Lindsay Marshall, and James Rubio. Please give them your applause. As all of us go on a separate paths, some pursuing doctors, some aspiring actors, some genius computer programmers, we all have one single goal in mind, that is to succeed in our dreams. College life is a transition from a safe bubble to reality. We would have to form new friendships, change our common habits, and fend for ourselves. It is a new experience altogether, and I think that for our class it will be a nice one. After all, we're all smart and intelligent in certain degrees. As you leave school today, give thanks to your teachers who have helped you relentlessly in your quest. Hug your friends who you would almost never see again, and look forward to college with anticipation. I want to take this time to say my last senior goodbye to all my friends, like everyone who I even remotely know, and my favorite teachers, Ms. Kraft and Ms. A. Alexander and Ms. Cass, and all staff members. I would have loved to include names, but it's going to be a very, very long speech. Lastly, I would like to thank this group for bringing out the best of me. While I was attending the Rotary banquet not long ago, Mr. Kavanaugh gave a speech that contained this thought-provoking limerick, "Anyway" by Ted Nugent. Remember this as you go through the ups and downs of life. People quite often are unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Do good anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. The good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Honesty and frankness make you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. The biggest people with the biggest ideas can be shot down by the smallest people with the smallest minds. Think big anyway. People favor underdogs, but will only top dogs. Fight for some underdogs anyway. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build anyway. People really need help, but may attack you if you help them. Help them anyway. Finally, give the world the best you have, and you might get kicked in the teeth. Give the world the best you've got anyway. With this in mind, I hope you will pursue your beliefs to the utmost potential and use your judgment with unfailing conscience. To conclude this speech, I want to wish all of you, the graduating special class of 1999, best luck in your endeavors and emerging bright futures. I also want all of you in your twilight years to remember Coppell as a reservoir of your fondest memories. Thank you.
The speaker for today is Coach Laura Springer. The senior class of 1999 chose her to speak earlier this year. This is her 7th time to be the speaker for graduation. She has been a coach for the girls basketball team for 14 years. She has taught health, physical education, and currently she has a class for adaptive kids. Please join me in welcoming Coach Laura Springer.
Before I decided to speak today, Ms. Kraft met me out in the hall, being the challenge teacher and thinking that I'm mentally challenged. She asked me if I needed any help with my speech, and I said, no, that's quite all right, Ms. Kraft. I think a challenge is good for me today. I'll start by saying what an honor it is for me to have been chosen to give your commencement address. Thank you for allowing me to be at one of the most special events of your life. This is also a very special occasion for me, and that I will get to see Chad Swart graduate. I only wish all of you young men looked as good in your cap and gown as Chad. But we have all been very fortunate to have been graced with Chad's loving heart and contagious smile. What a class this is, the class of '99. I was so proud of each of you at the senior award assembly as I sat there and watched how many scholarships and honors this class was receiving. I was wondering, though, Neil Bells, how do you get a scholarship for Papa John's Pizza? I'm proud that you were able to eat enough pizza to make that pay off for you. I'm sure we will see your picture one day as the calendar man for Papa John's. In prom, what a special occasion that was to see all of you dressed so nicely and pretending to dance, or trying to dance, I might say. That is except Luke Pearson. I didn't know they made tux overalls. I'm certainly glad that you had the good taste that evening to leave your plunger at home. You have enough trouble dancing without that thing being in your way. I'm also sure that today you're all a little nervous and apprehensive. It probably is the same feeling that the Keys have every time William walks out of the house. But you all have made it. No more dress codes, no more going to class all day or eating potluck lunch on a 30-minute schedule. That is, unless you decide to become a teacher. Everything seems to be changing in front of you daily. If you listen to people in the media, they seem to think that someone has dropped the ball and our world is in a mess. I was listening to some important men talking on television the other morning, men who have been hired from all over the country to help schools with safety issues. They were the so-called experts, but I realized right away they'd never taught a school before. Their big idea to keep schools and kids safe today was to give teachers guns at school. I had to laugh right away. Obviously, these men have never taught school before, and I know that they've never met Leanne Murphy, Ron Marie Walker, or Scott Mason. The last thing we need to do to keep our kids safe is to give these teachers guns. I want to talk to you today about things in your life that must change if you want your generation and the next to be successful. If you take a look at successful people in our society today, you will find that each possesses values and qualities that you will need for success in your life. Success is a word that means many different things to people. Often people attempt to live their lives backwards. They try to have more things or more money in order to do more of what they want so they will be happier. The way it actually works is in reverse. You must first be who you really are, then do what you need to do in order to have what you want. You may build monuments to yourselves, expensive clothes, big house, fancy car, important jobs to call attention to your achievements. These may not be wrong in and of themselves, but when you use them to give identity or self-worth, they become our gods and we become their slaves. Remember that possessions never make anyone happy for long. Human worth should not be based on possessions, achievements, physical attractiveness, or public acclaim. In my experience, you don't achieve success and happiness from possessions. It comes from within yourself, from honoring relationships and being committed to integrity. First, you must honor the people that helped get you where you are today. I'm talking about your parents, teachers, coaches, friends, and many others who have encouraged, loved, nurtured, and disciplined you to help you reach this accomplishment. Relationships that we build on the pathway to life contribute greatly to our success and happiness. Reflect back for a minute on the unique people that gave you life. I'm speaking of your parents. There's no commitment in the world like having children. Each child does not come with a set of instructions that says, this is the right way to help this child become a successful adult. So parents have to experiment, sacrifice, worry, and pray that they are contributing values and work ethics that will ensure their child's success. When children are born, they are completely dependent upon their parents for all their basic necessities. And some would say this doesn't change when they go off to college. This dependence causes some parents to forget that those same children will grow toward independence within the span of a few short years. Being sensitive to the different stages of that healthy process will greatly strengthen family relationships. Resisting or denying that process will cause great pain. We must gradually let go of our children in order to allow them to become mature, independent adults. Today is just one more step, perhaps one of the most joyous and one of the most frightening parents take in allowing their children to move on into the next stage of their life. One of the most difficult parts of parenting is watching your child struggle. Young adults will experience some difficulties in life, but they need these difficulties to grow. Strong character develops as you struggle through tough conditions. Our troubles can make us stronger and develop qualities in us that will prepare us for the future. Parenthood is not about bailing our kids out of every problem they get into. It is about loving them through the tough times and always being there for them, letting them cry on your shoulder and believing that they are competent people who will build a successful life. Graduates, you will learn what your parents already know. Real parenthood is emergency rooms, PTA meetings, music that deafens, lies, defiance, and slammed doors. Fatherhood is about being able to drive a car with one hand while slapping your kids in the back seat with the other. It's about not screaming, "You idiot," when your freshman calls and says he has dropped a course because it requires him to use books. It's about being ready for and knowing for sure that the kids come home when they're out of money, out of food, and in debt. They're never here when life is peaceful and normal. But motherhood is an art. One of the major complaints about motherhood is the lack of training. No mother could ever be prepared for the years ahead after that child is born. Mothers love to say things like, "If you fall off that trampoline and break your leg, don't come running to me." Or they say, "Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice and I'll kill you." An ad for a senior mother would read, "Job available for specialist in adolescent psychology. With experience in large quantity cooking. Tolerance is a chief requirement. Slight hearing loss would be helpful. Needed to provide money, clothes, music, and constant entertainment. No advice necessary nor wanted. Position may last indefinitely." Moral and spiritual character takes years to build, and it requires constant attention and patient discipline. An undisciplined child may look cute to his or her parents, but an undisciplined adult destroys himself and others. As you set limits for your children, you make it possible for them to develop the self-restraint they will need in order to control themselves later. You don't have to be afraid that they will hate you if you make decisions that they don't like. It's a given. They will come back around one day and be thankful for all the no's that you gave them. Remember to give them your time. They need this much more than your money. Graduates, your parents have given you the right ideals, the right education, and open doors for you, but the rest is up to you. You control the next generation of kids. I hope you will be willing to set boundaries and make the tough decisions to allow your children to grow into the kind of adults that will make our society a better place. Always remember and be thankful for the family that has prepared you to take this next step in your journey. Let's also reflect on the friends who have enriched your life over the last several years. High school friendships will never be forgotten. All the laughter, tears, and years of going through adolescence together will always be cherished. These friends have helped form the person you are today. Remember that true friends are the ones who never leave your heart, even if they leave your life for a while. The true measure of a friend is that they stick by your side. They pick you up when you're down. They accept you for who you are and not just what they need for you to be. And they love you through it all. Like family relationships, friendship is about commitment. We sometimes avoid our friends who are hurting because we don't know what to say. Often we feel we must say something spiritual and insightful to a hurting friend. Perhaps what he or she needs most is just one's presence, showing that we care. Empathetic silence and loving companionship say much more than pat answers and trite quotations. Be there for your friends and love them through the good times and the bad. Value and honor the commitment that forms these friendships. Think about the teachers who have shaped your life. They have spent hours with you. They are sitting here tonight thanking God that you're graduating too. These teachers have taught you hard work, determination, perseverance, and that you don't always have to like someone to learn from them. These people became teachers so that they could stand in front of you and say things like, Yes, I did tell you about this test today. Yes, you need your book in class today. Yes, we are dressing out. And yes, I know that you're driving a new Corvette, and I still have my 1968 Dodge Dart in the parking lot. Please don't hit it. All joking aside, being a teacher is a very important job that I know we do not take lightly. As teachers, we are among those whose lessons and character will always be remembered in the accomplishments of our students. Teachers are warriors, daily doing battle against peer pressure, negativity, fear, prejudice, and ignorance. But know that kids bring to us the qualities of intelligence, curiosity, individuality, creativity, faith, love, and laughter that greatly aid in the battle. This may surprise some of you, but we are not in this business as teachers to get rich quick, but because we love to see young people blossom into loving, caring adults. You need to honor your teachers. So you see, the relationship in your life have been very important to you up until now, and that will not change. But as you become an adult, the relationships that contribute to your happiness and success, whether it be a spouse, a boss, or a friend, will require nurturing and giving on your part. A lot of people will tell you that earning a lot of money or prestige will mean you are a success. But I am here to tell you that money and power does not ensure happiness or success. Your ability to care for others, to see inner beauty, to value differences and limitations in others, and to build intimacy in key relationships will be the measure of your greatness. In addition to relationships, you need to honor certain qualities, those of courage, perseverance, and determination. I wish that I could tell you that starting tomorrow, everything in your life is going to be easy. I'm afraid that I can't tell you that. Even though you may be surrounded by loving friends and family, and you have material goods that will make your life comfortable, in the end, there may be circumstances in life that can only be handled from inside yourself. In the book, The Road Less Traveled, M. Scott Peck begins with a simple statement: life is difficult. Honor the difficult. Once you're ready to honor the difficult, you'll be ready to live life successfully. There will be losses in your life. Learn to absorb them with grace and determination to learn whatever they might teach you. You have to take whatever comes at you, but don't let it overwhelm you. Refuse to accept the fact that hard times can ruin your life. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Remember, fear is part of any challenge. Just don't let fear rule your life. You will make some mistakes in your life. It's how you handle them and pull yourself up for the next challenge that determines the outcome of your success. Wisdom is both the ability to discern what is best and the strength of character to act upon that knowledge. A good reputation comes by consistently living out the qualities you believe in, no matter what group of people or surroundings you are in. Know your priority. Take risks against the odds. Have the courage of your convictions, and yes, fear failure, but don't give up. You must know what values you will stick by no matter what it costs you. Do not sacrifice integrity for anything. Never, ever sell yourself. Finally, I believe that how we choose to view ourselves and others will determine our futures. I would encourage you to honor love and honor the differences in people. Accept and respect people the way they are without trying to change them into a stereotype. Don't be so judgmental that you miss out on the Devin Lokis and Jackie Coates of this world. They may even enrich your life. Judge each person you meet by the inner soul of that person, or don't judge them at all. Don't allow your prejudices to dictate your feelings about someone else without getting to know them first. We are each our own unique people. Learn to love others and treat them as you want to be treated. We are so afraid to love in our society, and often quick to hate. We're on fire. It's okay. Just stay where you're at. Don't hate. Because we are so afraid to love in our society and quick to hate. Why? Because differences we're afraid to respect and accept. Honor the differences. I will close with some challenging advice. Beginning today, treat everyone you meet as if they were going to be dead by midnight, which may be pretty easy to do. Extend to them all the care
So, we will continue at this time. Graduates, please be seated.
Despite this slight interruption, on behalf of the senior class of 1999, I'd like to present this gift in appreciation of not only speaking today, but of being an amazing coach and teacher, and constant encouragement, and a very special friend. Mr. Span, will you please come forward? It is a tradition at CHS for the senior class to give a gift to the school by which the senior class may be remembered for years to come. It is a well-known fact that our school is rapidly growing, which also means the lines in the cafeteria are growing. Currently, the school is in possession of one microwave for student heating purposes. This little microwave is employed by many different students, usually at one time. While I do admit it has been a wonderful lesson in problem solving, how to fit 20 lunches into a square foot of space, it's become a frustrating aspect that cuts into the time allotted for lunch. For this reason, the class of 1999 is donating 2 new microwaves and microwave stands. In addition, the class of 1999 wants to help with the construction of the new school building. To our dismay, we were informed that they already had enough construction workers, so we put down our hammers and decided to donate $400 to be used at the discretion of Mr. Span. With great pleasure, I present this check to Coppell High School and thanks for all the memories and lessons that you've given us.
President Reed, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, parents, family members, friends, it gives me a great deal of pleasure today to certify that this group of candidates seated before us today has successfully completed all the requirements of graduation as set out by the Texas Education Agency and the Coppell Independent School District, and that it is therefore appropriate that they should now be awarded their diplomas of graduation from Coppell High School.
As we begin to present the candidates in the class of 1999 for graduation, please note, National Art Honor Society members are recognized by the multicolored honor cords around their neck. National French Honor Society members are recognized by the white honor cords. National Spanish Honor Society members are recognized by the red and gold honor cords. National Honor Society members are recognized by the white and yellow sashes. Students ranking in the top 10% of their class are recognized by the gold honor cords. And now the class of 1999, with the first rows rise.
Graduating in the top 10% of the class, Aaron Acker. Austin James Ackerman. Emily Beth Adams. Michael P. Eichley. Aaron Aiken. Jennifer Lynn Allen. James Michael Alfredo. Jennifer Shalima Ali. Stuart Lane Allen. Rebecca Cassie Allen. Eric Ryan Anderson. Robert D. Anderson. Adam D. Armstrong. Lindsay K. Arnett. Justin Charles Arndt. Lacey Suzanne Baggett. James E. Bagwell. Graduating number 6 in the class, Blake H. Bailey. Michael Robert Baird. Neil Davis Sells. Valerie K. Barnes. James Taylor Barnes. Christian Alberto Barzi. Catherine A. Bella. Alyssa R. Bennett. Ronald Joseph Bess. Graduating the top 10% of the class, Allison Louise Biles. Catherine Marie Black. Ryan Russell Bowling. Bradley Robert Boss. Jonathan Alcott Breckel. Julianne Bronner. Shannon Breckenridge. Elaine K. Brindamore. Jennifer Ann Brooks. Kristen Lachey Brown. Rebecca Ann Brown. Graduating in the top 10% of the class, Emily Jean Bush. Jessica Dawn Butterball. Ashley Noe Perillo. Bethany McCole Carroll. Timothy Matthew Casey. Louis Anthony Castaneda. Thomas Eugene Castleberry. Devin Warren Kavanaugh. Patrick Justin Cavana. Amber Marie Charles. Graduating in the top 10% of the class, Catherine Marie Chastain. Natalia Maria Chilco. Gino Q. Choi. Jen W. Chong. Christopher Robert Choi. Julie Beth Christopher. Casey W. Clark. Douglas L. Clark. Adam Wade Clement. Brian Evans Coper. Christian Don Cocker. Jacqueline Nina Colt. Corey Allen Contreras. Hillary Ann Converse. James Oakland. Graduating in the top 10% of the class, Katie Lynn Cox. Graduating in the top 10% of the class, Pedro Quincas Mentor. Christina Lila Dolan. James Walter Dalton. Jack Domingo. Michael David Danny. Eric Lee Dance. Allison N. Daniel. Samantha Michelle Darnell. Philip Martin Davison. Michael Paul Deaton. Graduating in the top 10% of the class, Avery Lane DeBoer. Natasha Diane Dennis. Adam Graham Dillon. Brandon Disney Harper. Robert Matthew Doan. Evan Lee Doolittle. Christopher Michael Downey. Julia Christine Dudley. Graduating the top 10% of the class, Christy Lee Eaton. Catherine Marie Eckstein. Jason Robert Edwards. Brian Christopher Egger. Amber Lachey Elmore. Bree Allison Enix. Mina Samuel Escanger. Frances Marion Ewing.
Greg A. Miller. Kirsten Elizabeth Elizabeth Barnum. Alexander Flores. Todd W. Ford. Courtney B. Foster. Melanie Elizabeth Fox. Lisa A. Cajusi. Eric C. Gamblin. Graduated top members of the class, Amy L. Gimberg. Deborah Dolan. Graduated number 8 of the class, Melanie Ann Goodrich. Jeff J. Gormley. Grace. M. Garcia. Courtney R. Drew. Katie G. Griffith. Courtney D. Grissom. Graduating top members of the class, Jessica M. Ryder. Graduating top members of the class, Ryan D. Guzman. Aaron E. Rose. Ramon I. Gutierrez. Sonal S. Adon. Don Wesley Carter. Justin Aguilar. Caleb Joseph Arnold. Graduating top members of the class, Aaron M. Harvey. Alan L. Bailey. Graduating number 7 in the class, Sarah J. Baccarat. Shane J. Davis. Allison M. Isle. Deanna A. Innes. Lance J. Anderson. Justin Garrett Anderson. Graduating top members of the class, Jennifer Darlene Henry. Vincent III. Erica M. Hernandez. Graduating the class, salutatorian, Justin M. Courtney Marie Miles. Ryan Long Hill. Benji Ryan Blue. Tracy R. Hall. Rachel C. Hall. Marion M. Huntington. Marion Hosseini. Graduating top class, Travis Michael Hunter. Hamlet Hussein. Ian Jacobs. Trustee for Jensen, Kevin Scott Jensen. Lauren L. Johnson. Graduating competition of the class, Philip Brian. Graduating competition of the class, Lori B. Jones. Travis Eddie Jones. Yoshiko Kawamata. Adam Oliver Key. Ernest Trevor Kelly. Michael J. Kennedy. Being presented to the Mohawk Common School Trustee Vice President Robert Key. William Robert Key. Harry Michael Matthew. Rod Kamara. Baba Contra. Henry Allen Hill. Graduating competition class, Mari Kobayashi. Mahori Kobayashi. Christopher Thomas Collins. Andrew J. Keelan. Nathan R. Kumar. Jessica J. Wan. Kay Validity. Adrian Nicole Lay. Graduating competition class, Grace Lee. Graduating competition class, Jay Moon Lee. Carrie Don Lee. Graduating number 1 in her class, June L. Neal. Graduating number 9 in her class, Linda Kia Neal. Tommy A. Linden. Justin William Lockwood. Devin E. Loki. Paul Michael Loudermilk. Robin L. Lloyd. Tricia K. Lucas. Matthew Lukenhall. Paul Thomas Lund. Graduating in the top 10% of her class, Lindsay Jane Marshall. Sharon Martinez. Matthew Carmen Mason. Samuel T. Mathalone. Daniel Matthew. Manju C. Matthew. Justin Russell May. Natalie Ann Mayrad. Christopher Ross McCausland. Jeffrey S. McGee. BJ McGee. Seth J.
Jacob McGinnis. Catherine L. McQuiggan. Ryan K. McKellen. Nicholas Caldwell McKinney. Ashley Dawn McKnight. Brian Michael McLaughlin. Latoisha McClendon. Lisa Christine Megliola. Benjamin Jane Michael. Kathleen Suzanne Mills. Colin Tanner Minnis. Austin Michael Mix. James H. Monsville. Kimberly Marie Montague. Jeremy C. Moore. Layla S. Moore. Kayvon A. Marati. Albert Moreno. Karen Elizabeth Morris. Timothy M. Morrison. Rosana Victoria Murillo. Jordan Francis Musser. Nisha Manu Nair. Daniel Alejandro Nash. Gillian K. Nix. Kara Michelle Nix. Courtney Lee O'Neill. Jesse E. Ogre. Natsuki Okamoto. Sandra A. Okacha. Darianne Grace Oldham. Ryan Layton Oler. Charles Ziegler Owen. Megan D. Owen. Michael Austin Owen. James Young Pack. Graduating number 5 in our class, Rosie Clark. Megan Elizabeth Parmalee. Lee Ann Person. Nicole Lynn Haskell. Neil K. Patel. Jennifer Michelle Perry. Graduating number 3 in her class, Latina L. Perry. Charles Fred Piazza. Roger Pierre. Benjamin Luke Pearson. Graduating the top 10% of his class, William Bree Philippon. Heidi M. Powell. Derek T. Creevy. Christina Roxanne Humphrey. Jason Adam Rabbit. Leah Johanna Rasinskas. Kim C. Ramelow. Tasveen Taimur Rashid. Lawrence Ann Pratt. Josiah Redden. Graduating in the top 10% of the class, Heidi M. Freed. Kevin G. Reynolds. Leah A. Ribble. Axel R. Ricker. Kyle Patrick Roach. Stephanie Ann Rodriguez. John H. Rogers IV. Nicholas R. Rogers. Nicole M. Rojas. Troy D. Rosenbaum. Graduating in the top 10% of his class, James S. Rubio. Brandon Christopher Ryan.
I'd like to introduce these guys. Counselor Jim Carlisle. Kristen Lachette Sanders. Michelle Lynn Sharpton. Graduating 10th in her class, Kelly Kareem Schlechter. Meredith Michelle Schmidt. Ashley Elizabeth Schwab. Chad Thomas Schwartz. Adam Charles Schmidtke. Amanda Gail Scott. Nicholas Paul Seaman. Scott Arthur Seagal. Zachary Lawrence Shaw. Justin Brandon Shelby. Receiving his diploma from his mother, Board Trustee Beverly Hudson, Brian Michael Sheridan. Sharuz Sharani. Thomas Kirk Sealing. Angelica Silva. Monica Elizabeth Silva. Jonathan Simmons.
this wonderful presentation in common bond, I request that you move your tassels to signify graduation.
Please rise and bow your heads with me. Our Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together today in honor of this special occasion. We thank you for the loved ones that are here to share in the celebration of our accomplishment. Thank you for the friends, family, and teachers. Without them, we wouldn't have come this far. We're grateful for the support that these individuals have shown and pray that our achievement rewards them greatly. We ask that you bless those students who are not here with us today to walk the stage. And we thank you for guiding many of our friends through complicated circumstances and allowing them to join us in graduation. We are thankful for the good times that have helped us to develop into mature, wise individuals. And we thank you for the hard times that have helped us grow even stronger. We are grateful for the opportunities and potential you've set before us. And thank you for the sacrifices that have been made so that we may be honored. As we leave this place, we ask for your blessing and pray that you'll protect and watch over us all. Please show us the paths we are to take and help us to take hold of what is worthwhile. In your holy name, amen.
Hello, classmates. Will you please join Travis and me in singing the alma mater for the last time? Fingers in the #1 position.
off 10.
President, please,